GameStop and comic shops are all a ripoff. What's going on, everyone? Hit that subscribe and let's get into it. All right, so look, when it comes down to these stores, they all have one thing in common. They're all cheap and they try to give you the less and they want to go ahead and resell it for 2 or 3 times the price. It's insane. I went to a few GameStops trying to trade a few things, and the things that they try to offer you with what you're trying to sell is ridiculous. They try to give you pennies, and then you look at how much they're trying to sell it, and they're selling it for double to triple the cost. It's wild. I get it, you're trying to make some profit, but we're bringing you these items, we're bringing you this stuff that you need to sell at your store or at a comic shop. I went to a comic shop recently, and the same thing happened. They wanted to buy a whole lot that I had, and I had to refuse it and decline because I was like, no, that's ridiculous, you know. Yes, it's harder to sell it online because you have to wait until you make the sale and stuff like that. But at the same time, one message for all these stores. If you're a comic owner, if you're a shop owner, whatever it is that it comes to when it comes to this type of genre, including GameStop, stop being cheap. Just give us what it's worth and pay the price. If we're buying and supporting from you, do the same thing, but just stop trying to lowball us, trying to make us these penny offers when you know well that you're going to sell what we're giving to you and we're bringing to your store to try to sell. We're only selling it for a reason. We both want to win financially. You want to make some money, we want to make some money, or we're trying to trade towards something within your store with store credit. Just meet us halfway, 50-50. Well, you're still going to make some profit and we're still going to be happy and walk out of there with something. It's just crazy how these stores, like GameStop, and the same thing with these comic shops, they all love to rip off the customer. They love to rip off the consumer. It just doesn't make sense. And I get it. You're trying to make profit. The same thing with us. If I'm bringing to GameStop, let's say, for example, the modern latest console, and you're trying to give me less than half of its value so you can flip it at almost full price? Come on, who's really winning? You are. So why are you trying to lowball us? The same thing with comic shops. If we're trying to bring you all these items that you're going to sell at your store, chances are you're going to sell them for more, double the price. Stop lowballing us. It doesn't have to be like that. It's greed that leaves and leads this company and all of these corporations into that disaster. That's why they end up falling into where they're at. That's why GameStop is closing a lot of stores because they can't afford it. But again, if you kept your customers and your consumers happy, you wouldn't be having to close shops. And the same thing is happening with a lot of comic book stores. And it's sad to see them shut down. But when you have these mom and pop stores trying to give you pennies, but then they want to resell your items for 3 times the cost, like if it was brand new and it's loose out of the box, I mean, you get what you deserve. That's all I could say, but I don't know. It's just something I wanted to talk about because it's something that needs to be brought up within the community. As collectors, we want the best, but at the same time, we know that these stores have to make some type of profit. But just stop lowballing us and just pay a fair, decent price. As always, drop your comments, hit that subscribe, and until next time.